Hidely, hodily, YouTube. We got our Sunday Transformer for you. Which one is it? You know it's an Autobot car of some sort, or truck. Autobot vehicle, either way. Who is it? Who is it? I'll give you a couple little hints. He's green with a little bit of orange mixed in. He's a truck. You got it? Hoist, baby. Hoist the tow truck, who was also a brilliant engineer, designer, inventor, creator of all things techno sort of thing, right? So he kind of supplemented Wheeljack and Ratchet in being able to take care of repairs and upgrades and inventive challenges to help the Autobot and the human cause sort of thing. So there's a bunch of guys. Grapple came in around the same time, Perceptor as well. So they did have a lot of guys on the Autobot side of things that were very brainy and capable mechanically, and Hoist is just another one of those. He came into the series early to midway through the second season. I think it was around, there was a two-parter in there called War of the Dinobots, I think it was. He came in maybe within those two episodes or a little before. So, but he was not in season one and not in the first part of season two, but eventually joined in season two. And that around that time, a whole bunch of new Autobots were introduced. You suddenly saw new guys showing up like Red Alert, Grapple, Perceptor, Smokescreen, whole bunch. So, which as a kid you love, right? A new Autobot? A bunch of new Autobots, right? You just go fucking berserk. But Hoist, I have his original G1 from when I was a kid. It's probably one of the ones that's in better shape than some of the others. But it's still a little rough around the edges. So here is a brand new one. And when this one showed up, everything, like the box was in perfect shape. The toy looks really tight just from looking at it through the screen here. So this one's looking really good. And as usual, I will post the link to my masterpiece unboxing of Hoist in the description below. But in the meantime, let's take a look at this G1 masterpiece and behold it in all of its glory. Hoist, baby. One of my faves as a kid. Yeah, I played with his toy a lot. He's the same mold as Trailbreaker, just a little different. His back isn't just like a covered bed of a pickup truck. It's got all the tow truck gear on it instead, right? So, but I loved Trailbreaker as a kid. I never had him as a kid, but I knew other people that did, and I love the mold. It's just so cool. Yeah, so this little piece goes on the back of his head. Trailbreaker has something similar. Then he's got his two fists. He's got the two things that go on the back and stick up. And he's got a couple different types of rockets, which all go in his hand socket. They don't plug into anything like a launcher or anything. They all stick in his hands, or his arm socket, or whatever you want to call it. That, and of course, instructions. His instructions are all, well, he's in robot mode. Yeah, he's got a lot of stickers. Okay. Jesus. Okay, so let's get him out the box. Yeah, he's seeming pretty tight. So there's the little thing he puts down in tow truck mode you can put car wheels on there and then drag them along. So if I remember correctly, you swing down the legs, pull them out a bit, tip up the toes. Those can plug right into the underside of the hood there. Yep. And then his arms kind of fold out like that. That comes down, head pops up. And then his actual forearms can pop up from inside the things. So, and then like I said, his fists go in there, the rockets go in there, anything you want, any of those attachments you can put kind of in there. There we go. So let's do stickers. Gotta take my glasses off for this one. It's getting to that point, people. Okay. Sometimes you need a little bit of help. That was a difficult one for some reason. Didn't kind of sit in there so easily like the first one did. 11. It's kind of a weird sticker because it goes over this weird screw hole that's raised. So like the sticker's all puckery and around it. Like it's really weird. I remember that on Trailbreaker too. Like he has a similar thing, I believe. I think it's him. But I mean, this comes up on a lot of characters as well. It's nothing new. It's just a little bit weird, right? Yeah, and it feels like it's not going to stick because it's kind of raised up, but all we can do is put it on and leave it and hope it stays. Okay, 5. Goes over the screw. Perfect. Over the screw. Okay. Beep, 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 boop, beep, boop, beep. Oh, there's another one.
Goes smack dab right in the middle of the hood. Beautiful. Okay. Number 8. Which way do they face? Okay, orange to the middle. Go. Well, so far this has been a pretty easy round of stickers. A couple of awkward places to get them into, and then of course the screw hole ones, but for the most part, fairly easy and direct. Now where do these ones go? Ah, the side of the head. So this is number 2. Can't really tell which way they want me to put that on there. Guessing it's supposed to go like that. Yeah, looks like it. There we go. Okay, now we need to do these ones, which are unnumbered, but which I can see relatively easy enough on the package, or at least some of them anyways. Maybe I'll put him back into truck mode for this. Come on, girl, get in there. There we go. Back up. So put the crack up. There we go. Okay. So there he is in shark mode. What are we seeing in this picture? Obviously, Oh god, that thing's like way too long. Okay, let me go get a pair of scissors because I don't want to leave this. I'll be back. Fuzz, I need the scissors, Fuzz. I should learn just to bring the scissors with me every time. Something usually pops up. What we'll do... It's not bad. Maybe I cut it a little short, but the cut is nice. It is shapely. Shapely, baby. So there we go. So there's the one side on. And we'll do the other side. Just that. Okay. So for this one, it's basically right to the end. I had it. Yep, perfect. Okay. That one's kind of more right up against it. That's a perfect cut, actually. This one was perfect. Okay. Now, I can't see where the other stickers go. There's 3 left. One just says hoist. I'm assuming probably goes across his ass there. And then these 2, I think, maybe go... Oh, yeah, they maybe go down here. Yep, 100% that's what they do. So what I'm going to try and do is take this off. Very nice. There we go. So he is all stickered up. Not liquored up. And looking good. tuck that thing up there. Booyah. Oh, there. Jesus. Stay. There we go. So there is Hoist. A true beauty. I love that green and orange combination. Green, as a young child, was my favorite color before it turned to blue when I got a bit older. So Hoist also was one of my favorites because of that factor as well. So love adding him to the collection.
What do you think of this guy? Pretty fucking awesome. That's what I think. Many things to like about this character in this particular seller that I bought it from. When, like I said, when it first showed up and I saw the shape of the box and how Hoist looked inside the box, I'm like, this is probably one of the most quality ones I'd received up to this date. And after taking him out, transforming him, putting the stickers on, playing with him a little bit, it's very true. This guy is top notch in terms of all of the knockoff G1 reissues that I've gotten so far. Many things going for this character. One, he's one of my favorites from when I was a kid, so I was going to be a little biased towards him anyways. Love the coloring, love the mold, the wheels, very tight, very nice. The rubber, you know, some of these knockoffs you can see some of the tires are coming up on the rim a little bit because the tire wasn't perfectly formed and stuff like that. So there's these little kind of defects here and there on some of these. They're very minor, but they're noticeable to me, and I don't like it when that happens. So when I saw these tires, I was like, if they could all aspire to do as good a job as they did on this character, you know, they'd all be fantastic, right? Like, this guy's really quality. The plastic quality is really good. I think the hood's metal, and it looks really slick. Like, everything on this toy is tight and well made, and just like I remember it in the original. So this is fantastic. This is a total 100% bang on, good job on a knockoff reissue. The only trouble I had with him was on this hand. I tried to put his fist in, it wouldn't stay in. I tried to put all the various weapon attachments in, it wouldn't stay in. I was like, oh, so I started fiddling with the little switch you can press to fire things out, and I eventually got it so that it was pressed in enough where the hand would hold something in it. So it was a little loose there, but I eventually sorted it out. So, you know, really no downsides whatsoever. And he also has a hatch on top, so you can actually look in to the cockpit of the truck, and if you have a little tiny figure, even put them in there. So again, you know, I like these little hidden hatches on all these characters, which, funnily enough, so many of them seem to have these things in them, right? So I'm not sure if that was a conscious decision or it's just something that happened, but as a little kid, like I said many times before, it's just some cool little feature that most other people would be like, eh, whatever. But as a little kid, you're like, oh my God, you could put something in there, right? Like, because, you know, as a kids, we're stupid, right? And we're impressed by everything. So to see that on these toys just takes me back so many years ago, right? To when these first came out, and I used to play with them as a kid. So, but love this figure. Love the version I got on this knockoff reissue all the years later. Gonna add him to the shelf right beside Trailbreaker. And trying to think of who's next week. I think I know who it is. And he's actually one of the guys that I mentioned in the intro to this video. So if you care to go back to the start and place your bets, hey, see if you're right next week or not. Anyways, hope you enjoyed. I sure enjoyed. See you next Sunday. Peace.
Meow.